Hello, and welcome back. Ooh, Jesus, Lord. Hold on, let's fix all. Let's fix all. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Simply Shantae with me, Jaleesa Shantae. So happy to have you here for another episode. And I kind of wanted to get a little bit personal for real because it's been something that's been irritating me. It's been getting on my nerves, and I just want to talk about it because I feel like this is a safe space. It's like, no, but I do want to talk about it because it's just been irritating me and it's just been. So, anyway, I was carrying conversation with somebody I have not talked to since I was a child. Like, we've never, let's just like, hi, how you doing type, but we never like had like a conversation that was really much more than that. So, within that conversation that we had, they said something, and most people would like be happy about it or be like, but I kind of took it as a sign of disrespect because I'm like, well, what did you think that this was? Like, what did you think I was going to say out my mouth? So it kind of made me feel like, I feel a little bit funny about, even carrying any conversation with you at all about anything. And it may not have been that, but that was my perception because what I said wasn't even anything for you to be like having an epiphany or so like, oh, I can't believe she said that. That's so amazing. It was just some regular something that anybody with common sense would say. So when you said that, it's like, what? You didn't think that I thought this way? So it made me kind of be like, so I really didn't really like that. But it also made me realize that honestly, they may not have meant it like that, but I took it that way based on the interactions that I've had with them. And not having that many interactions, I took it as a little slight shade. And also I had to realize that if there is somebody who is not necessarily around you, if there's somebody who is around you, they're going to believe whatever that person says out of their mouth. So that whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, if it's something about you, they have no access to you. If this person is close to you, whatever they say is the truth. So I had to also take that into consideration. So then I'm kind of like, well, were it made me feel kind of weird. And it made me also look at the people that I am around and the people that I confide in, because I feel like anything I say shouldn't go back to other people who I did not say it to or have this conversation with. So when somebody that I never speak to, have not seen in like 5 years, when they're asking me about stuff that's going on in my life, I'm like, well, where in the world you hear that from? Because you shouldn't even know anything about this situation. You know what I'm saying? So for instance, if I said I was never gonna break, but it's a good analogy, so we're gonna talk about it. So say for instance, if somebody is in a certain relationship and all their relationships are bad, they always have problems, it's always this, they may think that all men are no good or all women are no good based on those experiences that they have had, although we know that's not true. That's just their perception based on what they have been through. So I kind of took my situation with the whole person saying whatever they said. It made me realize that I am allowed to feel how I feel, but that doesn't mean how I feel is necessarily correct. So I was like, dang, instead of me being mad or upset that person said that, because they really might not have took it as shade. I mean, they really might not have meant it as being shady. Now that I think about it, I don't think they really meant it as being shady, but it made me realize that I have to keep tabs on who I tell things to, who I'm around, who I allow to know the extra stuff about me other than what people see on social media, because all I have on social media is my podcast. So if I feel like I'm opening up and telling you more things about my life and what's going on, and then for that to just be like people just asking me about it, that did make me feel like, what? So I need to understand also that it's about the people that I have around me as well. I need to watch that. But you can't tell nobody nothing, but call on Jesus, and everybody else don't tell them nothing. Don't tell them nothing. Don't tell them nothing. A lot of times people don't even want to know. They just want to be nosy so they can go back and relay and tell everybody else, and they're going to add on and subtract. And my whole thing is, if you're going to tell somebody something about me, tell them about my podcast. Yeah, but anyway, that's just my little thing that's going on in my life, and it's just frustrating me. So please leave me alone. Don't nobody bother me. I don't bother nobody. Don't ask me no questions about my life. My life is good. My life is great. Thank God. Amen. Let's get into my watch list, because the season finale, Lord, it's the season finale of The Wheel of Time just came out. I don't know. I feel like I really like the show. The show is so good, but I just can't get off of season 3, episode 4. Like it, but the rest of the episodes, they was good though. I ain't gonna lie. The season finale, I thought it was alright. It kind of left me like wondering a little bit too much, especially for the show not to have been renewed yet. If this is how the show is gonna end, I'm upset. I'm gonna have to go read them books. But I just really wanted to go because it is just such an amazing show. They need some awards after this season because it was just great. So if you haven't tuned into The Wheel of Time, make sure that you watch that. It is so good. Something else I started watching, well, I wouldn't say I started watching it. I just saw it on TikTok and I thought that it was so interesting. It's this show, what is it, Love After Lockup, with this girl Ashley and Julius. Like, I don't know the other people on the show. I just know this Ashley, Alexis, and Julius situation, and Lord, it is messy. It is messy. I guess like stuff has come out like after the show. The girl Ashley, I think she was dating Waka Flocka's brother at one time, but she ended up, I don't know how, she ended up meeting this guy. They started having little jail talk conversations, and I guess she thought they was gonna be together forever once he got out. But then he finally met her. They dragged it on for like 3 weeks, then finally meeting, and surprise, I don't think she looks like the pictures that she was sending to him when he was locked up. He was locked up for 5 years, so I guess I don't know how long they had been talking in the meantime, in between time, but she didn't look like her pictures. Like, dang, when he pulled up, like, he gave her a hug and just rolled his eyes, and it was like this slow eye roll, like, oh my God. He was surprised when he came up in that room. I ain't even gonna lie. But yes, so I did also see online that T.I., he had a show and somebody was playing with Tiny. Oh no, that man hopped right off that stage. He was not having none of it. He said, not his wife. But yeah, I used to watch that show they used to have on VH1, T.I. and Tiny, the family show they used to have with the kids when they was growing up. So it's nice like seeing their, like the kids, they was like so small, and now they're, older, and King, he got his own baby now, and it's a great family dynamic I think they have. It's nice. They like the Brady Bunch over there. They got a lot of kids. But yeah, it's just nice, so cute, and seeing him defend his wife like that. He was not playing. He hopped off that stage like a couple times. He was like, nope, not today. Not today. I got to see him when I was in Vegas. That was really dope. I think the next couple of episodes, I'm going to drop a travel episode, because I've been to Vegas a few times, and it's really not that expensive if you plan it right and if you go at the right time. Because when we did go to see T.I., we didn't have to pay. We was right at the front, like right there. The place was packed. It was huge. It was the biggest club I ever been to. There's also other clubs that have like open bars and stuff like that, poolside events, parties, all of that. There's so much more to do in Vegas. other than just gambling. Because me, I'm like, shoot, I ain't put my money up in there. I done came here to go to Vegas. I don't have a good time. I'm not gonna go back home with nothing. No, I'm not putting my money in there. I have a little select money I like to spend, and that's it. When it's gone, it's gone. You know, I have, but not never enough to like not ever have to work again. So I guess I'll try to look next time. So I think in the next few episodes, maybe or so, I'm going to go ahead and talk about how to travel, how my Vegas trips have been, where I went on my Vegas trips, and places that I suggest that you go. Because Vegas is a vibe. I think everybody should go. It's so much fun. The first time I went, I was like, I'm ready to go again. So we went again that same summer and went again. And I went again last year. I want to go again this year, but I'm a little bit afraid to get on the plane. So I don't know. I might have to wait. Scared. But for those of us who don't mind and don't have no fear of planes, God bless you, because I wish I was just as strong as you right now, because Lord, I want to take me a trip, but I'm not getting on no plane, so it's gonna have to be somewhere I can drive. But should you like to still live your life and enjoy yourself regardless of the planes and everything else, I will be talking about how you can travel to Vegas affordably and not have to worry about spending a whole bunch of money when you go. There's plenty of other things that you can do if you don't like to gamble like that. So we will be getting into that in the next couple of episodes. Thank you all so much for tuning in and tapping in. Make sure that you like and subscribe, and I will see you all same time, same place next week. Bye.